Hello guys, welcome to Forza Horizon 4. Let's talk about a bit about Forzathon Live. That's a thing that pops up every hour, but yeah, apparently some people still don't know what they're doing in some of the cases. And that means we got just done a Forzathon, and for instance, I think we had 7 or 8 people there, and we barely made the thing going. We had like 25 seconds left at the end. Eventually we made it, because yeah, for some of these things people just don't know what they're doing, which is kind of surprisingly. That's why I'm making a quick video on it. First of all, car choice. What you can expect all kind of skill tests, jumps, drift zones, that kind of thing. So you want something that is not that bad in speed for the speed traps in the speed zones, that does not have a problem with like doing a bit of drifting, so that you can score some skill points, that you can score points in drift zones as well. And it also should be more or less okay on the dirt. You can switch cars, but switching cars takes like I don't know, 20 seconds or whatever. You have to open your map, you have to go into cars, then go to my cars, then you have to go through your list of cars. Okay, you can filter on your favorites maybe, and then for instance you can pick your car that you want, and you pick that car, and then it asks you to bring it to you, and then it has to transfer there, and then you go back out of the menu, and meanwhile you have lost like 20-25 seconds where you could score points. So that's like not that good an idea. So it's better to show up with a car who can do a bit of all, like this thing. It's BMW M4 GTS works fine for it. You have other cars as well, but it's also not such a good car, as I will show you in a second. First of all, let's do, for instance, a speed trap. Just on the Forzathon, we will do the same things that I've just done in this Forzathon, and then you will see what I mean. So here you do a speed trap, you go up and down, you can score, let's see, 310 kilometers an hour going that way with this thing. There are faster cars out there, for sure. Koenigsegg Agera RS can do 450. So with the Koenigsegg you only have to come from one side more or less. Now I scored 260 going that way. So basically I scored 560 points for the team. 560 kilometers an hour. If you have 8 people here, if you all do that, you already have 4,000. And you probably need like 10-15,000 or so in the group. So if everybody goes up and down like 3-4 times, this thing should not be a problem. The second thing we had to do was some sort of speed zone. I think it was this here. So which means you have to drive there from, we started on the castle on the beach. That was our destination, and then we had to drive here. So we already lost like 30-35 seconds to get here because it was like 3.5 kilometers. Then you finally arrive here. Of course you can show up here with like a dirt car, and you're gonna get like some good points with that thing. But as you can see, this M4 GTS for instance, you can do it as well. You tap the brake, it sort of slides through the corner, and you can still score about 150-160 kilometers an hour in it. You have to pay attention to the tractors that they put there. So you score something like 160, and then you go the other way, so that's like 300 kilometers an hour. If you have enough people in the Forzathon Live, it should not be a problem. Then we had to do next to that speed trap and this speed zone thing here, we also had the airport where we had to go, and we had to perform some skills. And there is where things went completely wrong. Although we had 8 people there, I think we lost about 8-9 minutes here, because people are just, they like, oh, the airfield, that's a drag strip, so they just drive like crazy. Get some speed points, and then they brake, which means they completely lose a multiplier, and then they go the other way and try to get some speed points. So that's not what you want. So you just drive, drift around, hit some stuff, that kind of thing. That multiplier needs to go up. It needs to go up to as high as you can get it, and that is also the reason why this is not the perfect car. because this thing only goes to times 5. What you very often see is people losing the multiplier, stuff like that, which means you score like you see it here, 6,000 times 2.5, 12,000 points. And we needed like 1.5 million or something like that. So that is not what you want to see. You just drift around, you keep going, hit some stuff, do stuff like that. That multiplier needs to go to 5, and then you keep scoring. There we go, the multiplier is at 5. And now you keep going to, let's say, make it something safe. Do realize if you hit something indestructible, like those things here, you're gonna lose a multiplier. Those containers, same story. If you hit them, you lose all your points. So that's not the idea. The idea is to score points for the team. So you want to drift around a bit. Get that thing to at least 30,000-40,000, and don't make a mistake by hitting those concrete things here. But you constantly need to do something, whether it's a drift or hit something, or like these links, you get some records point for it and stuff like that. And then you do it like that. You score about 40,000 points, let's say. That's right, reset, and then you stop. You stop and you let the thing bank it for the team. So now I scored 41,000 times 5, 205,000. But if you show up with something else, some of these cars, let me think about it. The M6 Forza edition, I think it is. It comes with a drift skill boost. And then if you go into the car section, you have this car mastery thing here. It comes with all kind of points which gives you extra skill and 20 extra points, percentage points. So if you master that thing out, and you also have this medal icon, and that medal icon, if you put that perk point on the car, the multiplier goes to 7. So if we just do what we have done in the M4 GTS, scoring 40,000 points, yeah, then it's not times 5, then it's times 7, and then you already scored 280,000 for the team. So if you have like 7-8 people here, times 7 multiplier, 40,000, if they all score 280,000 points, yeah. If they do it like twice, then they score 400,000 for the team, and usually you need, I think we need like 2 million points or something. So if you have 6-7 people in 12 maximum, 12 is the maximum you will see, although there might be more people on the map, the system is going to divide you in groups of 12. If there is a Forzathon live, some people will, but as you can see, it goes to 7, and not only that, it goes quickly to 7. And I get extra points for scoring extra stuff, and going there 20% and 30% faster and more score and stuff like that, all because I'm perked this car out. Even don't have to put much effort into it. Might want to have a manual with this thing because it's a bit powerless gearing, or change the gearing a bit. But we didn't do that much, and we are faster on the 40,000 points, and the multiplier goes higher. So I just scored another 280,000, 290,000 even. If you do it like that, you can do this Forzathon live in 2-3 minutes. You have 15 minutes time to do the 3 skills for Forzathon live. If you just show up with the right car, it takes you 2-3 minutes. But if you have some people like we had in the group now, they thought this was a drag strip, and they were like going up and down. So they get some speed points, like 1,000, 2,000 points, and by turning around at the end of the thing, they bang the points because they don't turn around with the drift or so they lose the multiplier thing. Yeah, then you're taking long. I think it took us like 9 minutes to finish that thing. So, even if you go to Forzathon live, show up with these cars that are not so, like for instance the one that I was driving in the M4 GTS. It's kind of yeah, in the middle of nowhere, category wise. So it's one of those cars that you can use for this Forzathon thing. I've maxed it out completely and it comes on S2954, which means that's nowhere. It's not S1900. Of course you can put it on S1900. Then it might be usable in that category, but it's not usable in S2 for racing, for instance, because yeah, you have the S2 998 and 997 and 996 cars. Yeah, they're gonna smoke you in racing. Although it's not that bad, I have it more or less on a race setup. I can put the traction control up, and then it's even easier. Put everything up, it's even easier to keep this thing in a grip. But even with traction control on, as you can see, it works like that. Not a problem, you can drift around with it. You will have a certain zone, purple circle thing where you have to stay in, of course, so make sure you don't go outside the circle or you will also lose your points. A pretty quick video on Forzathon Live. Yeah, a jump, of course, that's a danger sign thing, that's not a problem. Speed trap is going up and down. A speed zone, also not a problem. But it's mainly with these skill score based things that very often you see strange things happening by some players, and then you lose a lot of time. You have 15 seconds to do the 3 skills, which should not be a problem. If you have a good group around who know what you're doing, it's like 2-3 minutes. But that's now a couple of times already that I came into some sort of group where they apparently, especially when it was skills or so, they had no idea how to do it. So score about 30,000-40,000 points, stop the car, bang the points, and then go again. That's more easier than keep going to 50,000-60,000 points. You can do that with the multiplier at 5 or 7, but yeah, if you just make a little mistake and hit one of those concrete things here, there you go. Points disappear from the screen and you lose everything. So if you have that happening with your multiplier high and your score high, yeah, then you just lost a minute or two trying to get there, and then you lose all the points by hitting that thing. So it's better to bang the points, and it goes way quicker. That was it for this video. A quick explanation on the Forzathon Live, because apparently some people have no clue how to do it, especially when it's scoring skill points. You see strange things happening. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.